is going to be a freaking story time of someone I have previously talked about. By the way, ignore how the sounds basically, because I switched phones and the microphone that I was using for the other one no longer is compatible with this phone. So like that's another reason for me to cry, but you know, that does not work anymore. And like, I'm struggling to fit the audio to this thing. I can't find like a decent microphone for it. You know, if anybody has any suggestions on what to do, what microphones are compatible with the iPhone 15, because I can't find some that are worth it. I can barely even find any, to be honest. I found like one and it had like awful like reviews and sounds, so honestly ignore that, or if there's any background noise picked up, because I noticed that that's what it's been doing lately. And if there's like a green hue that appears here, ignore that as well. I'm not sure what's happening, but y'all, this is a quick story time. A long time ago, I made a video basically about this guy that was trying to get at me, that had like basically a whole freaking soccer team of kids. I think I put it like he had 5 kids or something like that. I honestly don't remember. It's been so long ago. And honestly, at that time, like, I never was into the guy or anything like that. It was more of a, he was trying to pursue me and also play me at the same time. If you have not seen that video, yeah, like this guy, y'all, tried to make a comeback a couple days ago, let me tell y'all. And the crazy part is he has been doing everything and anything to try and communicate to me and get in contact with me, which is wild to me considering how he was and what he did basically. So let me tell y'all, like, it is been basically months since I talked to this man, and I would talk to him on the phone. I never saw this guy in person. I've only saw him one time before I even talked to him, because we were into the same hobby. We had a worldwide meet. It's a worldwide event here in Texas where all car enthusiasts from Dodge, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, come from all over the freaking world, and we do a meet with events for a whole weekend basically, and for like 3 or 4 days annually. So this is like an event that takes place every year, and one of those years I actually ended up meeting him in person. I didn't go up to him or like chit chat or was like hey or whatever in person, but I greeted him. I came across him and you know, said hi and bye. It was nice to meet you, but that's like a thing. It's an event. Most of us barely greet each other and get to know each other there like for the first time, and that's just what the whole event is about. So I met this guy months ago. I mean, not months ago, years ago in that, and then months ago he started talking to me randomly one time, and honestly, like, it was so random because the last time that I had seen this man, or that I even knew about him, because I know about him, I've been knowing about him for a while. He is one of the largest content creators for our niche, which was obviously cars. And he's just known by a lot of people, honestly. So I already knew about him and I had heard about him. But when I met him at the event and during that time, I knew about him. I knew that he had been in some sort of relationship with some girl from down south Texas. And I was just like, whatever, like, that does not bother me one bit. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. It was just a hi and bye, and that's that. So y'all, like, months after that, you know, later, like months from here before, he came across me. He started to try and talk to me, and it was just crazy because I don't live in the same state as him. This man lives states away from me. And it's not like I'm going to be seeing him every day, which also I think plays a role in the fact of what he did. But honestly, I don't know, y'all. If y'all haven't seen that video, I'm trying to recap it really quick and tell y'all without doing the whole story time again. But basically, we talked. We never saw each other in person. That never happened. It was just really a daily talking, texting thing on the phone and stuff like that. Basically, I would video chat him or like FaceTime him and stuff every day. And then like it fell off. I was really not interested in it. And he did something. I don't honestly remember if I said this or mentioned it in the video. I don't remember if I shared this, but basically this man, there was like towards the end, right before I just felt uninterested of him, this man said that he was going to take a flight down to South Texas because he has family down there and they were celebrating his sister's birthday. I honestly thought nothing of it. I was just like, whatever, he's not my man. I don't care. I barely even care if he texts me or not every day, you know. It's just the truth. And this man is way older than me. He has a lot of kids. He should know way better than I could say, basically. So that happened, right, y'all? I don't know if I really don't remember if I included this in that video or if I was thinking of speaking about it later, because I didn't find out about this until recently. Y'all, this man basically, during that time where he was playing that, he was doing that trip to celebrate his birthday, his sister's birthday or whatever, y'all, this man literally, like, we had kind of like, I had kind of fell off with him during those days that we were talking, just because I felt like what he was saying was kind of not making sense. It was not adding up. And then y'all, right now, this day and time, 2024, May 2024, basically, just weeks ago, I found out. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember if I said this in the video or not. Just weeks ago, I found out that during that whole thing, because he went out down there to do that, right, with his sister. His excuse, because he didn't communicate with me the entire time that he was down there, his excuse was that he had broken his phone playing freaking soccer or football, I don't know, with his brother, and that they were at the park and he accidentally broke his phone playing with them, and he couldn't get in contact with me because he didn't fix it until he went back to his hometown. So I was just like, honestly, thanks for the explanation, but I really don't care. I barely don't even care about you. I'm not gonna lie. And I just got past it. I didn't care. I didn't pay attention. Well, weeks ago, like from now, I found out that this man was actually down there the whole time with that chick he was dating, with that girl he used to be in a relationship with his ex-girlfriend. And let me tell y'all, the mess that he talked about her, the things he said about her are so disgusting. How he expressed himself about her, and basically how he was just throwing dirt on her name, saying that she was this, she did that, and they broke up because of her, because she did this, she did that, she acted certain ways, she said whatever, things happened, and that they were her fault, whatever he said, you know. To find out like weeks after that this whole time this old ass man was playing games down there, doing whatever the F he was doing, trying to get at me, and then doing that little thing, y'all, like, disgusting. And I already did not care for him. Trust and believe that right now he's just, I never knew him. I don't know who that is. Never talked to him, etc. And then, you know, I went past my life, basically. I just let it be. So now, May 2024, this man tried to reach back out to me, text me and call me like a few days ago. Y'all, I completely forgot who that was. I responded because I never even saved his number to start off with, and I had deleted the conversation. So I was just like, I didn't know who that was. They were honestly just like, hey, how you been? Didn't say nothing. And my smart ass decided to answer text back basically, and I was just confused. I was like, who is this? Like, I played it off because honestly, like, honestly, he like, this is gonna sound so bad, but I don't save numbers, okay? I don't save anybody's numbers. I only have my family's numbers saved, and I only have 2 friends' numbers saved, and those are my 2 like close to my heart friends that I talk to every day, my ride or dies basically. And even then, like 2 people I already know their phone number, so it's like whatever, you know. But everyone else, I don't care. I don't save numbers. I will never save numbers because I could care less. People come and go these days, and he was just one of them. So yeah, I did not save the number, but I don't know why. I don't even respond to texts, but because of the way that they were asking, like if they were concerned, I decided to reply. So I played it off, and usually because I don't save numbers, I honestly just be like, hey, I don't know who this is. Can you tell me who it is? Because I recently switched my phone and lost all my freaking all my freaking saved info. I couldn't recover anything, so like just text me your name so I can save it again. Yeah, like that just be, and I've never had anybody tell me anything about it. They just be like, they just respond with their name, or they're just be like, oh, like it's such and such, I've known you from this and that or whatever, you know. And it's never been an issue. So that's what I hit him with, honestly. And I was just like, you know, I didn't think he was gonna say nothing or anything, which he didn't. So honestly, like whatever. And y'all, once he responded back and told me who it was, I was like, Jesus, why did I reply? This is why I don't respond to just numbers that I don't even know anymore, because at the end of the day, if I wasn't talking to you like every single day for me to remember you, like why would I even respond? But I responded, y'all, and this man was like, hey, it's such and such, I haven't heard from you, you disappeared on me. And also because during that time when I was still talking to him, y'all, I had my social media up. I had like Instagram, my original TikTok, and all that stuff. Ever since I got rid of all of that, I have been staying away from certain people, and honestly with other people that I had on social media that I would talk to kind of like often, honestly, I just went ghost on everybody. I kept 2 friends around basically, and the rest I just went ghost on. So basically after that, like I was like, shoot, like he knows this is my number. I just responded. Like he's just gonna realize that like I am being a bee. I just, you know, I don't know. And then like I was just like, honestly, I responded back. I was just like, oh, like I've been good, just dealing with certain personal things, and you know, this and that basically. But I was like, how have you been? I don't know, just answering like normal, to be quite honest. I was just not trying to be rude. I was trying to keep it short and ended like right away. So like, yeah, he started just giving me all these excuses and all these dumb things, because right before I deleted my social media or got off of it, I started to see, y'all, that he was posting this girl. He was posting this girl again. He was commenting on her things, and he was just officially back together with her, if you ask me. And y'all, the only reason I even found out was because this girl was all over my things. She was so all over my things that she found my personal account, and I was so like grossed out because I don't know you and you're old. This man is older than me. and she's older than him, which is the crazy part, because me personally, I already don't do that. Like, if I see you posting some other chick, if I see you flirting with some other chick, deuces to both of you. Like, I'm too young to be dealing with any of this, especially with any of you two that are way older. Like, cut me out of it. I'm gonna go find someone else. Basically, I'm not gonna find no one else, but I could care less. I like my own company. And y'all, she was heavily stalking me. She was watching my stories religiously, both on my private account and my freaking hobby account. Y'all, she even found my TikTok. She was looking at my Facebook. I was shocked. I was just like, girl, you are so old, and you also have your own soccer team, and y'all both playing this dirty ass games. What is this? You should know better, y'all. And she is older than him, and he is already older than me. So, goofies, what kind of goofy stuff is this? Like, who does that? And y'all are worse. Like, y'all are just meant for each other. Go play each other. And I ignored it. I never said anything. I never told him anything. I just never did nothing. And then past these days where he would try to reach out to me, y'all, he was just saying the lamest excuse of why he was posting her, of why he was like not paying attention to me. I don't care. Honestly, I didn't even notice. I could care less. I don't even care that you texted me right now. I don't care. You're not changing my life by texting me or not. You're just not. And I was honestly like, okay, whatever. I didn't even keep feeding or asking nothing because I don't care about whatever he's saying. So y'all, like, this man started to get aggressive on me through these texts. He was like, but you were over here being this. You clearly have been ignoring me. You clearly didn't care about me. Oh, I see how it is. I've been seeing how it is. Boy, like, man, please. It is so sad to see that you are behaving like that at your big age. You're raising these kids and you're playing these games. That is disgusting to me. You never met me. You never will meet me, basically. Because, y'all, for the longest, when he was talking to me, because we texted for quite a while, to be quite honest. And for me, honestly, I don't know why I kept entertaining it. I was not exactly interested. I just don't know why I entertained it. Let me just be honest. I don't know. It was just someone to have a conversation with. Whatever. The conversation just went too far. Basically, he was trying to see me the entire time. And by see me, I'm talking about he wanted me to fly out to him, and he wanted to pay for it. He wanted me to go see him, and he wanted to pay for all of that. And various times I was just like, no, like, I can't. Like, I have a life here. I have things to do. Because let me say that he does not work. He gets paid because he's retired from the army, basically. And I have a life. I'm a lot younger than him. So, y'all, like, I have a full time. I have a lot of things I do on the side. My kid, yada yada, etc. So after always giving him excuses, y'all, he started to say like, well, I'm just gonna fly down there to see you then. Like, I just need to see you. I am really interested in you. I really want to move this forward. And all these things, y'all. And I was honestly like, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not comfortable sharing my personal space with you because, y'all, this man was trying to stay at my place. And I was like, heavy F-A no. F-A-T no. And I was just like, absolutely not. It's too soon. I had already been talking to him for 3 months, but definitely too soon. I was just like, that's just not the first date, great idea. If you ask me, that's not cute whatsoever. So yeah, he was so pushy for the longest, and eventually, like, the more stuff he was saying, the more he was doing, the less interested I was, the less I cared to talk to him, the less I cared to entertain the conversation. And then one day out of nowhere, back then, you know, I just cut him off. But like now, it's just like he tried to go off on me, y'all. He tried to tell me that I'm this and that, and he was such a gaslighter. He tried to flip the entire conversation when I never even messaged you first to begin with. But y'all, yeah, so he tried to reach back out. So I'm like, you know, here being nosy because he had been trying to reach out to me through TikTok, through my new TikTok, because like I said, I don't even have the old TikTok anymore. So he was trying to reach out to me through TikTok and through my new Instagram, which, keep in mind, y'all, it does not even have a picture on it because I'm barely even on there these days. I barely even log in there because, like, whatever, I'm fed up with certain things. So he was trying so hard. He tried to freaking reach me through TikTok, through that Instagram, which is like a whole separate new Instagram. Nobody even knows about it except for y'all here because I share it, you know, on my description box or whatever. And y'all, he even, turns out I didn't even know because I have the settings to where if I don't know or have a number saved, it just goes straight to voicemail. He was trying to call me. I don't have his number saved. And I was like, there was one day where a bunch of repeated missed calls were coming in from a certain number. And I was like, who is this? Like, I'm not going to call it back because why am I even going to do that? Like, they're going to know that, you know, I just want you to know that this phone is not active. That's why I sent you a voice note or whatever. But I was like, I'm not going to call it back because one time too, I called the number back and y'all, it was someone so random. And they were like, they were basically trying to reach out to me in regards to something so dumb. And it was someone that I didn't even know, like, that I only met them one time. And it was so retarded. And I was just like, no, I'm never picking up the phone again. So after that, I'm just like, whatever. I don't care if you don't leave a voicemail. It must not be important. So y'all, turns out it was him the entire time calling me. He was calling me back to back, like if he was trying to reach someone in an emergency situation. It was crazy. And then and I know because he told me, he was like, man, you never answer either. I thought this wasn't your number anymore. I was just like, oh, I honestly just pretend he didn't ask nothing. And I was just like, whatever, basically try to play it off. And y'all, I'm over here being nosy, right? So I go into Instagram because I know that that's what he uses the most. So I go and look for him, right? Because I'm like curious to know, like, it's been months. Why are you trying to reach out to me just now? So I go into Instagram, y'all. Turns out he broke up with the girl that was basically stalking my stuff. His ex-girlfriend that he went back to, that he was over there playing foo-foo house or whatever with down south. That girl probably broke his phone or whatever. I don't care. I don't know. He broke up or she broke up with him. I don't even know. They are fighting again. And miraculously, he just decided to slide in my DM again. I was like, oh, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now, which is crazy too, because let me tell y'all, the entire time that he had got back with her again, he was still trying to message me. Except obviously he wasn't doing the pushy of like texting me back to back to back or calling or whatever. But he was still trying to message me and reach out to me. And I was like, you dirty MF, because during that time where they had initially got back together or whatever, I still had my accounts open. He was still trying to reach out to me through text and through my other TikTok account. Like, you are too old. You are so old and you're playing this stuff. Like, it is crazy to me. Like, y'all have no decency. And that girl, she ain't no better. Y'all definitely deserve each other, because who is playing these games at y'all age? Like, stay away from each other. And y'all live states away. Like, absolutely not. I'm not gonna be dummy number 2. Absolutely not. So I was just like, y'all, the audacity of this man. And keep in mind, like, this was a couple days ago, and I have not responded to him anymore. Honestly, I actually blocked him. And I don't know, I a lot of the times get calls and texts from like very random numbers. I don't even know why or what, because I've been having my number since forever, and that's never happened before. But I blocked him and whatnot. So eventually I will see basically if he ends up trying to reach out again through social media, because man, this man is crazy. So y'all, he's back at it again. He is back at it again. But yes, y'all, like, the audacity of men these days, like, what is there left for men to F up? Because I feel like I've seen it all these days. I've seen it all, heard it all, witnessed it all. Like, I'm just so fed up. But yes, y'all, like, I'm gonna leave it there. That was my story for today. And y'all, I'm so tired. I'm about to KO, and I work tomorrow, and it's about to be 2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. Thank you so much if you stayed until the end. There was just like a little update with that little story time or whatever. But thank you so much if you stayed till the end, and I will see you in the next one.